everyone. I wanted to give you a really quick tutorial of how to sign into your Google account if you are unfamiliar with how to do it at home, or how to access your Google Classroom once you've already logged in. Many of you may get to your computers and have a Google sign up screen that looks like this. And most of you are familiar with this, but you also need to sign in with your Google account. Some of you might have it where it says just sign in. It means nobody's signed in on this computer before, and you click on sign in. And for this account, I've created a test account, so I'm going to put test 5. Now this is what people make a little bit of mistake of at home as opposed to at school. At school, oftentimes we just have you put in your username, but you don't need to put in the end of the address. At home, you have to put in the @icdelta.org. That's really important. If you don't do that, I've had students that have said to me, Mr. Schultz, it doesn't work. And that's because you haven't added the @icdelta.org. So I'm going to click on next. I'm going to put in my password. You all know your password. If you don't know it, make sure you let me know and I'll help you with it. And then you press next. You can ask them to save it or not save it. That's completely up to you. But now we're back to this screen here. And the big difference, you've noticed that all of a sudden, there's a little icon up here that says T, or it might have your initials. That means you're logged in. To get to Google Classroom, the easiest way is to go to our Google Apps. And one of these icons here says Google Classroom. I'm going to take just a bit of a pause right now from there and switch back to my other screen because I want you to show you what to do if you get into this situation where you have somebody else's icon up here on the screen. This happens often in houses where people share their computers. If I click here, this isn't the account that I wanted to log into. I would just go to add another account. And it'll either list ones that we've already had, or I could go to use another account. I'm not going to do that for today. I'm going to go back to my account over here and I'm going to go back to Google Classroom. I've set up a test account because I want to show you guys exactly how things are going to be set up in our Google Classroom, and I wanted to run some tests first. So when you see this, you might already see other classes you've been a part of as well. But once you see the class you want to get into, you click on it. We would click on remote learning, and this is bringing us to our stream. This is kind of that front page, and what you're going to see here, every day there should be a daily message on here. I'm going to either video you something, I might write you something. Somebody's going to give you a message, so I think that would be the first thing to check every day. Come and see the message of the day, whether that's a video, whether that's a picture, whether it's from me, whether it's from some other guest that comes into our class. Check your stream first, and then once it's time to get to work, you are going to go to our classwork stream. And so this is the way it's been set up. We have our question of the day. And every day you're going to have a different question of the day. And you're just going to log into it. Let's say today's question of the day was, how are you doing today? It's going to ask you a question. And then you hit turn in. So every day, do your question of the day. And then we're also going to have activities for the week. These aren't the activities you're going to be doing this week. These are things that I created. There's also going to be one more section. There's going to be another section on this that's kind of optional enrichment activities. Those are things that if you're bored, if you don't have anything to do, if you or your parents want more things to do that aren't kind of on our assigned activities, you can do any of those things. Those might be reading activities, extra math. These things are going to be extra important as we're getting up to speed with getting everybody logged into Google Classroom and then into the other apps that we're going to do. As we get to all those other apps, I'm going to give you other tutorials as to how to do those as well. So don't worry, we're going to get to those. And if you have any questions or your parents have any questions, make sure you get your parents to email me. I'd be happy to help you. Hope that helps, and I'll talk to you soon.